Welcome back to another Top 10 Tuesday. Alright, I know. You're saying, Anson, what are you talking about this Top 10 Tuesday? Well, it's Thursday, so we're actually doing a throwback Thursday to whenever I did Top 10 Tuesday. So if you don't know what that is, you can go back, you can check the playlist. I'll put it up here in the top. Go check it out. It's basically on Tuesdays, I would do shout out videos. Okay, and that's actually what I'm doing now. I'm doing a throwback to one of the shout outs. So the one that I used to do the most, right? It was more like the smaller channels. The people that were more within where I was at, subscriber wise, I would, shout out at least one or two, possibly one or two larger channels. The channels that I love to watch. So in doing said, this one is actually a little more different because I'm going to be focusing on majority of these channels are going to be in a close area together, which is going to be in Arkansas. All right, because if you guys don't know, we do plan on moving to Arkansas. So as of right now, our goal for doing such is close. It's within a year's time. It would. Right now, we're kind of looking for like summer of next year. All right, so keep your ears to the grindstone on that one. All right, now I'm actually down in the description. I'm going to have listed a link to every single one of these channels. That way you can go down, check them out, tell them we sent you. Give them a subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Give them some thumbs ups. Watch their content, watch the ads. That's how they're getting paid. All right, and just continue to help out the community the best way you know. So actually, one of the things that I started doing this morning, as soon as I got up, obviously got the coffee going. Well, the wife got the coffee going, but put the shoes on, got myself ready for work, and I came into the office and I sat down. I opened up the subscription tab, so you can either click on Home, Explore, or Subscriptions. So I click on the subscriptions. That way I know that it's someone that I am physically subscribed to, or that we are physically subscribed to. More me, because I watch more YouTube than Gladys does. And with that, I clicked on the subscriptions, and then that very first video that pops up in the top left corner for today, that is the channel that I went and clicked in, go to their videos tab, and then hit play all. And then I let that play while I'm at work. So it gives them some watch hours, whatnot. Obviously, there's not that much interaction with being able to do like the thumbs up or commenting on those videos, but they're still getting the play hours. All right, so I'm going to continue to do that every morning, basically until I get tired of doing it, which is probably going to be never, because it's a very simple way of getting community help, and it's going to be someone that I am definitely subscribed to. All right, so keep putting out your videos. That way you have the opportunity of getting that watch hours. All right, and also leave a comment down below of what are you doing to help your communities here on YouTube. How do you give those play hours? Or do you do shout out videos? Do you do what you do? I don't know. Leave it down in the comments. Let us know. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this list. So for my Arkansas channels, and the reason why we're doing that is because I'm trying to build that community relations with the people that we plan on living there. Because, hey, never know, they might need a blacksmith in the future. Okay, so without further ado, the first one on our list is Possum Run Homestead. All right, and then while I'm doing this, I'm also going to go ahead and read the description because I'm sitting here at the laptop. And so let's see what it says. It says, welcome to Possum Run Homestead. Thank you for joining our journey as Mama V builds a new homestead from raw land in the Ozarks. On this channel, you will find videos that share topics that will cover the beginning to end of a building self-sustaining homestead. I will try to have video uploads 1 to 2 times per week that share the topics of building a new homestead, off-grid living, gardening, off-grid cooking, self-sustainability, and vlogs about life in general. It says, basically, I'm here in hopes that I will inspire others to move back towards the old ways. We are just getting started, so be patient and enjoy the journey with us. It says, thank you again for stopping by, and God bless, Mama V. And she's also currently living in a schoolie. So if you don't know what that is, go check her out. Okay, so next up on our list is our friends Mel and Gary. We actually have met them in person at the Oklahoma meetup. And I'll throw a link up to that up here as well to where you guys can go check that out. Had a great time. Just wish I would have walked around a little more. But anyway, Simple Life Reclaimed. And what there says is, welcome to Simple Life Reclaimed. We're a family who lived in the Arizona desert and sold it all to move to the forest in Arkansas. As we bought 41.36 acres of raw forest land with our bro, says the Country Road Cure. Says, while in Arizona, we worked a plan that got us out of debt. Thanks, Dave Ramsey. And now we will begin construction on our dream home, debt-free. Says, being raised in the city, Vegas, baby. What happens if Vegas stays in Vegas? Says, we're completely new to everything about forest living, construction, homesteading, but we're willing to try our best for our children's future. We decided to start vlogging for our own benefit, to have fun, home movies, duh, and to possibly help others to learn as we learn along the way. Says, we reject a lot of modern society norms when it comes to how we view the world and what is important to us. We want to teach our children that life is an adventure, and to live it freely, kindly, and wisely. Says, this channel will follow our life's journey towards a more simplistic lifestyle. Thanks for joining our wild ride. So there we go. Simple Life Reclaimed. Go check them out, y'all. Okay, so next up on our list is the other channel I just talked about, the Country Road Cure. All right, so, and they actually need to update their description. So, Anthony, Roxanne, y'all need to update your description. All right, so it says, hello, we are a family that currently lives in Las Vegas, Nevada. No, not anymore. But we have been here for about 15 years. We recently decided that this lifestyle is not what makes us happy anymore. We want a simple life that brings satisfaction from the small things. With the bright lights shining all around us in the Sin City, we find ourselves missing the night sky. It says, my wife and I both grew up in small towns where you could see the Milky Way shine brightly throughout the night. We miss that. It's going to take a lot to work to get back to our roots, but we don't mind hard work. It says, we have decided to make this channel so we can document our journey towards a more peaceful life. It says, hopefully our son can look back at these videos and laugh one day and say, Mom and Dad, you guys are crazy. So yes, they are the second half to the 41.36 out there in Arkansas. So yeah, y'all go check them out. All right, so up next on our list is Jeff over at BOBBLEHEAD Homestead. All right, and I know that this week is actually his birthday, and a lot of these channels that I'm actually talking about from the Arkansas area is going to be at his homestead, helping him out doing some projects. So there's going to be a lot of community video coming out. So make sure you get into all these channels and checking out what's going over at the BOBBLEHEAD Homestead. All right, so let's see what he's got going. It says tonight, Friday, October 27th, 2017. I think that's a little outdated. It says, just happens to be the first night I'll sleep at the BOBBLEHEAD Homestead. It might be the trashiest homestead in the United States, but it's mine. It says, no rent, no mortgage, $12 a month property taxes, no problematic building codes or zoning restrictions, water well, electricity, and fast fiber optic internet. It says 2.8 flattish wooded acres located in the Piscue Valley between Magazine Mountain and the highest elevation in Arkansas at the southern tip of the Ozarks. It says, and the northern tip of the Ouachita Mountains. It says, my place also sits about 1.5 miles from Blue Mountain Lake. And that's actually a really nice lake. I've been there. It says, an injured cat and 4 wild hens came with the property in addition to 3 dilapidated sheds. It says, and all the trash and junk. It says, I want pigs, more chickens, flowers, worms, food, guineas and more than I can handle. It says it'll be an adventure that is fun to share and a great chance to get appreciated help from others who know a lot more about this stuff than I do. So, and that's actually what's going on right now. So make sure you're getting over to check out Jeff over at the Bobblehead Homestead. All right, so actually up next is the last channel we have for the Arkansas area that we plan on living in. And yes, I'm sure there's plenty more and whatnot. We will get to them eventually, or there's even probably people I haven't even met yet. But once we get to the area, I guarantee you we'll start running into more people, and that's cool. But for right now, we're going to talk about the Bearded Carpenter. So go check out Paul, see what he's got going on over his channel, and let's go ahead and read and see what he's got going on. It says, I want to teach you how to build your own log cabin. Hi, my name is Paul, and welcome to my channel. It says, the dream of my wife and I from childhood was to live in a log cabin in the country. Shortly after we married, that dream became a partial reality with our first off-grid log cabin. It says, secluded in the foothills of the Ouachita Mountains, some years later, just down the valley, I built the log home of our dreams. It says, where we have lived and raised our family for nearly 25 years. It says, over the years, I have had the privilege of working with other professional log builders and have gleaned much from their knowledge. It says, with that being said, my desire is to provide you with the complete, detailed information so that you can build your own log homestead, be it from off-grid tiny cabin to a refined log home. It says, next to God and family, log and timber building is my passion. Please join me as I endeavor to help you on your journey to make your dream become a reality. So yes, I definitely plan on getting with Paul whenever I get there, because yes, I am going to be building some log outbuildings and such that I definitely want to get his knowledge base. Plus being able to be a blacksmith, those are the tools that I'm also wanting to make. That's what I'm wanting to focus on, are the timber framing style tools. So just being able to see, in my hand, a lot of the tools of that trade, of what people actually use and how they're used and such, is going to definitely be a big help. And I can't wait to get to the area, because I've already met Paul in person. He was also at the Oklahoma meetup, and I can't wait to see you again. All right, so y'all, make sure you're going to check out the Bearded Carpenter. All right, so for these other channels, I'm not going to be going through and reading the descriptions or the about page on their stuff, but these are a lot of the channels that I really love, that I go and I watch as often as I can. Obviously, I can't get to every single video. I can't go to every single live. That's all part of life, right? We get busy. We're having to do our own thing. I am working full-time and trying to do a YouTube thing. I would really love to be able to do this full-time, but as of right now, we can't. Hopefully here very, very, very soon, I will be able to do this full-time, and I'll be able to put out a video every single day. So that's the goal. But a lot of these channels that are coming up next are channels that I do try to watch every single video that comes out. I try to go to their lives as often as I can. All right. So I'm going to start off with Bar Run Forge. So Mr. Troy, Mr. Eli, make sure you're getting over there. They do a live show every single week. As they are also putting out videos. They're doing different tools, different stuff. They are great community helpers within the blacksmithing community, the farming, homesteading. Yes, they do work on a farm, so they're doing other stuff, not just blacksmithing. And they'll have a few videos on that. But for the most part, it's going to be blacksmithing stuff. All right, so next on our list is going to be Island Metal Forge. So Mr. Yamez, make sure you're going over and checking him out. So he also does a weekly live show. And it used to be Saturdays, but now I believe it's Wednesdays. And it's been really hard to get to a Wednesday live show. But he's also doing Sunday live shows, which is the Blacksmith Church that Mr. Tim used to do over at Big Dog Forge. And so he's keeping that community. He does a lot of community relations within the blacksmithing community. He doesn't necessarily travel outside of that community, but that is awesome. That's cool. He also has a full-time job. He is an electrician, so he's trying to do as much as he can within the forge, but man's got to live, right? All right, so make sure you're definitely going and checking him out because he puts out some really great content. All right, up next, another channel that I really enjoy watching is Axe and Anvil. He's getting to be a really big time blacksmith. He does a lot of work with other big known people within the YouTube community. So for him, a lot of his stuff, he's not even gonna monetize any of his videos because he's really just wants to get the knowledge out there, do a lot of stuff. So he does a lot of the 18th century blacksmithing techniques. Yes, he still uses some stuff that's power operated, but his shop for the most part is all hand tools. That's his passion. That's what he loves to do. Even how he dresses is older in style. They do have a log cabin that they had built themselves, and it's beautiful. It's got a nice, big, beautiful family, and they just live a very simplistic life, and puts out some really great content, and does different stuff within the channel, not only blacksmithing. So definitely go check them out because got some great stuff, and I love to watch it. All right, now these the last two channels, they're actually the two bigger channels that I love to watch, and then I'm gonna have the very last channel I'm gonna talk about is actually the largest channel for subscribers that are out of any of the people that I watch. Okay, it's the largest channel that I physically watch. But for right now, up next is Coffee with Crockers. So Mr. Jason Crocker, yes, he is a man of many channels. I believe he's got 4 or 5 now doing different stuff. But the one I really like the most watching, because yes, he does building on some of his other channel. He does off-grid stuff. He's doing a cabin build, a shed to house, a bunch of different stuff on some of his other channels. And then he also has like an off-the-clock one to where it's just him and his girlfriend doing just whatever they're doing, right? They're off the clock, they're type stuff. But then his Coffee with the Crockers is strictly only talking. But the biggest thing about that is a lot of his Coffee with the Crockers is like motivational. Even though you'll go in and you'll watch some of this and be like, this is the worst Coffee with the Crockers ever, right? That's what he says, not what we say. And some of them are kind of bad, I'm not gonna lie. But he's always talking about something that is normally going to motivate somebody, right? And that's really the whole point of it. That's one of the biggest reasons why he does it. And it's some of them have definitely motivated me to do a little better, to bring better quality, to bring better content, and yeah, so I just want to say thank you, Jason, for having Coffee with the Crockers. And even though you don't drink coffee, you drink creamer with a splash of coffee. We can't all be, nice, bearded, lovely men that drink black coffee. But hey, to each their own. But you guys go check him out, and it's a great channel. You'll really love it. And while you're there, he's going to talk about all of his other channels as well, so you might as well go check those out too. All right. And now last on our list with 11.4 million subscribers is Mr. COLINFURZE. So this guy, the craziest dude on YouTube that I know of. I'm sure there's others, but he is a genius when it comes to building. He's a genius when it comes to engineering and designing and implementing and such. So, I mean, he does some really crazy stuff. So if you do not know who this dude is on YouTube, which I'm pretty sure every single person knows him because it's got 11.4 million subscribers. If you have not seen any videos of his, definitely go check him out. He does some crazy stuff, and he's always doing it in a tie. Yeah, like a button-up shirt and a tie. That's like his signature look, and he's crazy. All right, so definitely go check him out. It's a great content. Every single video that he posts, which is normally about once a month, once every 2 months, give or take, because he does some really large projects, so it takes time to record all that. All right, but yeah, I watch every single one, and I've even went back and watched a lot of his older videos before I even knew he was a thing. So yes, COLINFURZE is pretty kick-ass. So go check him out. All right, so I hope you liked our Throwback Thursday to our Top 10 Tuesday. All right, y'all. So definitely appreciate you guys for sticking around. Give us that thumbs up. Share us out to your friends. So we're still in need of help with our watch hours. We're not even 50% there. And but yeah, we'll get better. We'll start posting more videos whenever we can. As of right now, I'm trying to get at least one a week. So if it's not coming out once a week, make sure you're clicking that notification bell. That way you do know whenever we post a video and you can come check us out. All right, y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye now.